Hey guys, I'm Ace and I got DJ OHSO sitting down with me. She is from the place where big booties and chicken and waffles is pretty much known for, Atlanta.
I just live there.
What made you move from Toronto to Atlanta?
Actually, it wasn't even Toronto to Atlanta first. It was Toronto to Miami.
Then to Atlanta.
And then to Atlanta. And the main reason was that when I decided I wanted to be a DJ, I was like, okay, if I'm going to be brand new somewhere, where do I want to be? And I tried to reach out to friends here that were actually like event promoters, and no one really wanted to give me the opportunity. Maybe they didn't take me seriously.
I mean, it's the Screwface capital.
Gotta love it. But essentially, it was, if I'm going to be brand new somewhere, the one person was telling me, they're like, it's going to take you like 3 years to start getting paid. I'm just like, 3? No.
Nobody got time for that.
No. So essentially, it was just, where could I go that there would be at least like a more vast array of like opportunities for me to play out. And so Miami just made sense. Well, it was either New York or Miami, and New York still gets snow. So I was trying to dodge that completely.
Like, I'm out.
I was like, no, man, I'm about to live this life. Miami was like 80-degree weather in December. So I moved to Miami, and I was there for 2 years, and then ended up moving to Atlanta. Atlanta was just like this weird transition of living arrangements in Miami was getting kind of expensive, and I didn't feel like I was growing. So I decided to go somewhere new, and Atlanta's been great. People there are really, really friendly, really supportive. Miami people aren't that friendly.
I believe it.
Yeah, they're not as friendly and welcoming.
Yeah.
But I had like a really good support system in Miami. Even now when I go, I have a really good relationship with a lot of people.
So did you know anybody living in Miami? You just like up and left and said bye. Oh my god. What about work visas and stuff?
Yeah, that's what I didn't get together at the beginning. And then at some point when I was coming home, they hit me with this, you can't go back. And I was just, heck, what do I gotta do? So I just started doing a whole bunch of research, and a friend of mine worked for a musicians union here, and he just kind of plugged me into whatever the process was. It costs a little bit of money, and I got to do it every year.
So you are an instructor at the Scratch Academy, and you're a Nike DJ? Talk about both.
So while I was in Miami, it's so weird how things kind of lead into other opportunities, but when I was in Miami, I didn't bring my turntables down because it was a lot to just transport them. So I had hit up the Scratch Academy in Miami and said, hey, is there any way that I can help out around the school in exchange for access to equipment? And so the director there was like, yeah, sure, come by this Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Met him, and then he just instantly had me start in a teaching assistant position. I thought he was gonna have me sweep and answer phones. Shout out to Immortal, because he's honestly so amazing. He's just like, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna have you help me teach classes. Fast forward, when I did the move to Atlanta, it was just hey, is there a Scratch in Atlanta? They're like literally about to open one next month. It might be too late to get you in as an instructor, but at least go to the training. I was like, all right, cool, I'll go meet people. Met the guy who was doing the training, and he was like, hey, Immortal spoke so highly of you, I want to try to pull you in now.
Perfect timing.
I was in Atlanta for like a week. That was definitely a blessing. It was almost like this was supposed to happen, and then that's when I ended up getting a residency at a party called Down and Dirty, which I'm still doing right now, just every third Saturday. Soul Church. Like, when you come to Atlanta, you gotta come on a third Saturday.
I'll make sure, like, I plan it accordingly.
And then Nike started in 2015. I was in LA for like 3 weeks, and during that time, they kept hitting me up to come. They were like, hey, we would love to book you to work or whatever. We want to test out new DJs. And so the final week that I came back, they were like,
ready?
So I came, and I had no idea what to expect, because it's not even just necessarily DJing at the Nike store. They run this fitness program. It's called the Nike Training Club. And it's like, they just...
NTC, they have it here now.
Do they?
They have it here. It's like down the street.
Dope.
Have different like influencers in the city who have like blogs, whatever the case may be, and they do events.
That's actually good.
So Nike, please invite me. I want to go.
I've been really fortunate to get plugged into that. It started with, hey, come in a couple times to come in for the rest of the year. And then now they're like, 2016, we want you back. So
that's dope. Because like for me, growing up, I was like, I want to like work for Nike. I want to design my own sneakers, all that stuff. Like Nike was gold. Everybody just that I know, I was like, it would work.
They're always just in touch with everything, if not ahead of things, So really
when you moved down south, did you already know how to DJ, or was it something that you were kind of learning?
Well, I would say I was confident enough to go down and actually perform at parties. I wasn't, when I was home, I was literally just in the house every day for like maybe 4 or 5 months practicing. Just because it was fun. I was like, oh man, I just gotta get better at this. I'm gonna keep going at it. I wanted to do it when I was younger, but my mom wouldn't let me, so. Then when I got older,
you know, Mom, I'm gonna do it.
No, and it's funny because when I kind of didn't tell her, but I did. I was like, yeah, I got some turntables and I'm gonna practice. And she just looked at me like, okay. And so, but now my mom is so supportive of it now.
That's amazing.
And she says that she's inspired by me because I did something that like she'd be way too scared to do anyway. So
yeah.
I ended up practicing, and then I don't think I had put any mixes out, but I felt really confident. And I was like, I'm just gonna go. I really bought a ticket, went there.
That's really brave.
Am I brave? Because I'm scared of cockroaches. So I'm just like, am I really brave? I don't know. These are weird insects.
I mean, yeah, I'm scared of spiders too, and I'm 6'1". How am I scared of spiders?
But I'll call my roommate to come and kill it. I'm like, yo, there's a spider right, can you come kill it? Like, I'm a grown ass woman. How the hell am I afraid of something?
It's okay. There's plenty of ways you can be brave.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like I feel like I'm a personable person, but at the same time, how do you start? How do you start talking to people?
Yeah.
And so it was weird.
Especially in a place that you don't know anybody, right?
Yeah, I don't know the culture. I didn't really do much research. I literally was like, I'm just gonna go. I don't even know if people believe me, but I just went. And then I just started introducing myself to people. I think I also in Miami, they don't have a lot of Ethiopian people. Okay. And so I looked different to them.
So they were kind of like, who's this?
Yeah,
like they were intrigued, right?
Yeah, they would approach me and be like, hey, who are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, introduce myself. And then it started to just segue into all these crazy opportunities. Like the very first gig that I did, it was this like cute little, it was probably the size of this room.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna have me open up my set. And so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna open up. It's like this old school hip hop party and it starts getting packed really early. And the guy's like, no, I'm gonna have you go 1 o'clock. And now granted, Miami parties go to like 5. But it was packed by 12. Wow. So I'm just like, you want me to DJ in front of lights? People would never heard me DJ.
Yeah, it's like part time. Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone's gonna see me. And the guy's just like, duh. Okay. So then when I was walking up, it was like almost 1 o'clock, and I was just kind of going up and getting ready to set up. The guy was like, hey, just to let you know, Will Smith is here. Listen, I was just like,
you had to tell me that?
I get at the same time he doesn't know the relationship that I have with Will Smith's existence. But it just was like, how is he in this bar thingy? Like whatever it was. When are you ever in the same vicinity as
Will Smith?
I
have been actually at the gym that I work at. He like showed up here. It's a female gym. Yeah, he was shooting Suicide Squad, and we're working out. We're in the middle of a workout. And I look at the door, and he's just standing there. And my mouth just dropped. I just stopped. And then people started looking at me, and they're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why aren't you working out? But like, Will Smith was right there. They're like, no, you're lying. Because like,
he talked to him?
No, he seen that we were working out. So he like closed the door, and he was like out in the hall. He was trying to get a look at the gym. Because the trainer there, she's like a celebrity trainer. And so I guess the connections, and yeah. But then I found out that the other trainer, who's not the celebrity trainer, her mom is actually his makeup artist. So she was like, hey, I work at this gym. If you want to work out, come here. And I was like, oh my god, the world is
Did he
small.
come back?
He came back after we left. Damn. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I should have just read. I should have would have got a picture. Nobody believes me. Yeah. Like you said, when do you come in the presence of Will Smith? Never.
No, okay, so back to the story now. So I'm going out there like, all I'm thinking is I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing my set, and then in the middle of my set, it's just such a blur. I play Motown Philly.
Yeah.
And he goes insane. He's like in the middle of the dance, we're just going nuts. And at the end of my set, I'm like, somebody bring me to him right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, he just left. Oh my god, I was like, just left? What are you telling me right now? I was really so sad. So then I was like, all right. I was sad for a cool like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a year from then, I was at another party that I got to open up for Spinderella. And she was like my big sister. Her name's Moni Love. She was like a rapper in the 90s. And she does like a lot of radio stuff and shows and stuff now. And so she was on the mic, and I hear her go, no, he's not here right now. And I look over her like, what the hell is she talking about? I look up, and so like this is the DJ booth, and then this is like this VIP booth.
Yeah.
And you see Kevin Hart walk in, you see Boris Cujo, Dwayne Martin, and then you see Will. And I'm just like, no, it's impossible. There's no way that he's here again. So
I know Boris Cujo.
yeah, he's beautiful.
Right.
So now I'm just like, hey, don't freak out. But I literally look at my friends like, and they're just like, I'm just like, all right. So I'm doing my set. In the middle of my set, Will looks over and he's like, go OHSO, go OHSO. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So finish my set, and I'm like, someone bring me around to him right now. They brought me over to the VIP area, and then Alonzo Mourning's wife, I had done stuff for her. She has like this really cool program in Miami for young girls.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh my God, OHSO, you did such a great job. Gave her a hug. And I'm like, can you introduce me to Will? And she's like, sure. She taps him on the shoulder, and he turns around, and he's like, OHSO. And he grabs me, and he gives me a hug. And I was just like, and all I wanted to do was talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a stupid ass club. Like, I can't have a conversation with this man.
Yeah, there's like certain people where I just want to have a conversation. Like, I just want to know how their brain works and
No,
like it.
I think that his brain is fascinating, and I
Yeah.
want to talk to him still. And if you're watching this, Will, I just
Oh,
want to. Oh, and then at the time, I had my website, my domain was kissmyohso.com.
Mm-hmm.
So I had people giving me kisses on the cheek and taking pictures, and he gave me a kiss on the cheek, and we got a picture together. So that, I'll cherish that for the rest of my life. That's probably like up here.
Well, I was gonna ask you what your favorite DJ moment was, but I guess I know now.
Was it that? Yeah, it was that.